Welcome to the Coach Toolbox. I'm your host, Dr. Ajay Nangalia, a leadership coach and counselor. This channel supports your professional and personal development as a leader with research-based and practice-focused learning. And we bring you the best career and life advice from guests who've been there and done that successfully. And now, our session today. Welcome to this conversation on understanding what you need to do to make you awesome at execution. Now, a key differentiator between a really successful leader or an individual contributor is the way she or he is able to deliver on what they are supposed to. This is what I mean by execution: the ability to get things done, to put strategy in action successfully, and achieve the goals that were set. Now, there will be differences between what an individual performer does and what a team leader does, how she or he does it, and of course the scale of the project or strategy that has to be executed. However, in our conversation today, let's look at what are the successful elements of those who are able to execute successfully. So we are not talking about how to design a strategy, but tips and tactics on what makes for successful execution of the strategy. And our focus is at an individual level. So you may be the leader of a large project or an individual contributor or a sales contributor. Today, we'll talk about what makes you awesome at execution. Our goal is that the ideas and insights we talk about will help you sharpen your ability to execute on time, on cost, on quality, and with the best relational impact for yourself and others. So here are 11 ideas that will help you develop knife-edge execution skills. Number 1, the first step of successful execution is to understand the overall strategy. Now, you may not be at the CXO or board level. Your boss has just given you the numbers to deliver this quarter or the deliverables to be met, and most times the strategy or the context is never explained. So we do with what we have to do without knowing the big picture. But if you want to excel at execution, then you need to do your best to figure out what the big picture is, the strategy within which your deliverables fit in. So make the effort to find out by asking or reviewing documents or presentations that explain this big picture, that explain this strategy. Most times, it's not a state secret, but it's just buried deep where no one thinks about accessing it. What I'm saying is that really successful execution requires an understanding of the strategy that is driving it. This will help you understand your work within the big picture, and it will help you look at creative ways of achieving your numbers and also explore other avenues that will be helpful to support the main strategy. Your questions, ideas, and inputs will make sense to senior stakeholders because they will connect what you say to the main strategy. And you will be seen as more than someone who just does the grunt work. Therefore, irrespective of what you've been asked to do, no matter how small or humble or no matter how big, make the time and effort to understand the main strategy that drives the plan. And also look at how this strategy fits into the overall strategy of the company. Look at how that strategy fits into the socio-political, economic landscape of the country and the industry and the economy. So work within the big picture. Step number 2 is explain this strategy. That's explain point 1 to the entire team. If you're driving results through a team, then make sure that you explain step 1 to all team members. Once team members understand how their efforts fit into the larger picture, they will be more engaged in the execution process. And what's even more important, they will be able to contribute their ideas and insights to make the execution effective. Ensure that all team members know what they're supposed to do and by when, and check that they know how to do it. Set up a tracking cadence that errs towards closer monitoring rather than one that brings up a red flag when it's too late. Number 3, an important skill and starting point in effective execution is to choose the first step or steps wisely. Start with the smallest step that is logically possible and start with simple steps. Have as much clarity as possible on these starting steps, but don't get into a hang mode. Break down all complex processes into simpler steps and focus on completing the simple steps one at a time. Most times, execution starts with many or some aspects still hazy or gray, so don't let this intimidate you. Look at this part as many experiments that you will need to repeat as data emerges and as more clarity emerges. Number 4, be sure that your understanding of the strategy and the first steps that you're taking are aligned with what your senior stakeholders expect. Aligning priorities is essential. So ensure that there is no wasted time and effort by making sure that you've set the right priorities and that they align with your own leadership team and your own direct team. Don't assume that all have understood the correct priority sequence. Be sure to check and clarify with all concerned. Point number 5. At this phase, speed of iterations that lead to a better understanding of what will make the strategy succeed is more important than getting caught with detailed planning and research. So focus on speed and not perfection. Point number 6. Another secret that those who are great at execution follow is the 3L formula. Look, listen, and learn. They continually look and monitor the actions that are being put in place. They look at the effort and engagement of the team as they start the implementation. They look for indicators of success and early warning signs. Then they listen for feedback. They listen for what is being said and, more importantly, what is not being said. And based on the input from look and listen, they learn to make course corrections quickly. In addition, they share this learning with all stakeholders so that the team is improving and moving together. And they share this learning upwards with senior management without delay or inhibitions. And they use process tools and techniques to capture tacit learning and make it explicit so that it's available to the system and to other stakeholders. Point number 7. Learning means that you're humble and flexible to make course changes as appropriate or even give up a plan of action if the data shows that you need to. This is also a great reason to have an open and honest relationship with your stakeholders so that they will alert you when you are not seeing the data. Keep your ego in check, especially when your pet idea is not working. Point number 8. Track all the data using project management tools, dashboards, and make the best use of data analytics that is possible. And if you're not sure how this can be done, check with one of your team members. You will certainly find someone who can support you. Success secret number 9. Communicate up and down the line. And this is an important strategy that sharp executors follow. They share the learning from the previous steps with senior stakeholders in real time so that changes to the strategy can be made in real time and not when it's too late. They also ask questions and seek feedback from senior stakeholders within the company, clients, and anyone else from the market or industry. Effective communication is not just gathering and sharing information in real time, but also includes celebrating success, encouraging people during the bumps and hurdles, and supporting the team when things are not working out. Point number 10. Remember, execution is never a solo sport. Even if you are an individual contributor, remember that execution is never a solo sport. You need to work with others, to build coalitions, to have networks, and to build relationships. You need the system and people within the system to support your execution, use your contribution, and then to recognize what you've done. So being an execution ace means investing in relationships that support you, nurturing these relationships, and drawing on them to help you as you move ahead. Don't think of execution as a solo event, it's a team event. The quicker you see this, the quicker you will build your team and then work effectively with your team. Only then will the traction and momentum get you dramatically better results. Step number 11. Finally, effective execution is about finding and creating a balance in the process. Some projects may take 3 months or 6 months or 3 years. Irrespective of time, it's important to create a balance that integrates focus on the project and focus on the personal aspects of life, such as family and friends and health, both physical and emotional. And this is even more critical when the projects are of longer duration. If you're burning out by being on the job 24/7, you're really not helping the project. Your capacity for creating problem solving will be impaired, and you're likely to make your team members miserable by creating unnecessary stress. And all this reduces productivity. Therefore, establish rituals that re-energize you. Examples are exercise, prayer, meditation, yoga, chill time, family time, taking walks alone, time to think, whatever works for you. These rituals will keep your focus on execution sharp and make you feel resourced enough to deal with all the glitches and hiccups that are likely to arise. Being able to deal effectively with stress is essential for you to manage the project execution. You need to manage your own stress and help your team manage theirs. So be sure to implement rituals that support these aspects of your life. So as we bring our conversation to a close, I'd like to encourage you to use these 11 tactics to sharpen your own execution skills. Share these 11 tactics with your own team and engage in a discussion on where are the team's strengths and where are opportunities for all of you to improve. A smart way to sharpen your own execution impact is support the development of your team's execution skill. As an executive coach, I've had the opportunity to work with many senior leaders and teams and coach them to sharpen their execution skills. So connect with me if you'd like to explore the opportunity to work together. And before we go, remember to subscribe to this channel and listen to the previous podcasts on this channel. They're all designed to give you a significant edge in your journey towards mastery. Good luck. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Please connect with us on coachtoolbox@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and review this channel. Details of our ICF-approved coach training programs and our services as executive coaches and coaching supervisors are on www.globalcoachtrust.org. See you in our next session.